So you're thinking of moving to Allen, Texas? Well, in today's video, we kind of want to break down what Allen has going for it, where it's located, some of the price points that you can find in Allen, all of the activities, all of the things that you may be considering doing when moving to Allen, and if Allen is going to be the right fit for you. So the city of Allen was actually originally located along what was called the Houston and Texas Central Railroad. And that was built back in the 1870s and actually was where the first train robbery in Texas happened back in 1978. So it was not until that the city of Allen was actually incorporated, and the 75 highway freeway was built in 1960. Once that happened, it really started to propel the growth of Allen here in the Dallas area. So niche.com actually gives the city of Allen an overall score of an A plus rating. But in niche.com, it actually gets strong marks all over in most of the categories with an A rating. And other awards that the city of Allen has actually gotten are the fact that it is number 2 for the best real estate market in the country, according to Wallet Hub. It's also the number 2 safest city here in the state of Texas, and number 2 for the best place to launch a career, according to Money Magazine back in 2019, as well as the number 2 best place to live in all of America. I mean, that was back in 2017, but we're going to take it. It's obviously a great city to live in. The location of Allen is actually north, a little bit east of downtown Dallas. So when you're kind of looking at a map and the big circle, straight up towards the right, up the 75 freeway. And the 75 freeway is going to head straight north up through the city of Allen. And the 121 Sam Rayburn Tollway is going to border Allen along the north side. So it really does have a lot of freeway access, which is a huge plus for a lot of people in regards to location and commuting and needing to be able to get all throughout the Metroplex here. So just to give you a little bit of a feel of how far Allen is from a lot of the major attractions here in Dallas. Now, say you don't work downtown, but you are into basketball or hockey and you want to head downtown for a Mavericks game or a Dallas Stars game. And to head downtown is going to be about 26 miles. So if there's no traffic and you're heading out on, middle of the day, in the evening, or just for whatever reason you're not having to fight rush hour traffic, that could take you around 30 minutes. And the DFW airport from downtown Allen is around 33 miles or 35 minutes with no traffic. So when you're thinking of needing to travel and get to the airport, just something to think about if you're hoping to ask your next door neighbor or your mom for a ride. If you are a lover of the Dallas Cowboys and maybe the Texas Rangers, obviously here in the state of Texas, in the Dallas area, we love our sports. If you are needing to head over into Arlington, that's going to be about 42 miles. So it could take you about 45 minutes with no traffic. Over in Arlington, you will also find Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor. So if you love the thrill of the roller coasters or some big, huge water slides, that's going to take you about the same amount of time also. And if you are heading over to Fort Worth to take some out-of-town family or friends over to the stockyards for a little tour of Texas and the Dallas area, that's going to be about 55 miles. So it's going to be a little bit more of a hike to get over to Fort Worth from the city of Allen. And that's without traffic, obviously going to take you at least about an hour. Now let's talk demographics. So when we do take a look at the demographics in Allen, it will give you a feel of how big it is, the population, the median age, home ownership rates, language makeup, and the country of origin that we do find within this particular city. Now, the city of Allen is about 26 square miles, and it does have a population. Back from the 2020 census, it was over 104,000 people. And now, as of 2023, we're looking at just around 109,000 people. So it has gone up a little bit in the last few years since our last census. And the median age of the people living in Allen is about 37 years old. The males are about 35.2 years of age, and the females are about 37.9. And when we're thinking of people who rent versus own, 73.4% of people own their homes in Allen, and 26.6% are renters. So, obviously, a good, healthy population of people who want to own their own homes. Now, the predominant languages that are spoken in Allen, about 71% only speak English, while 28% speak other languages. And those can include 14% of the Asian or Pacific Islanders and about 9% speaking Spanish. So, just something to note that it is quite diverse in Allen, and you can find a lot of people from a lot of different areas. Now, in terms of the country of origin, almost 79% of Allen residents were born here in the United States, with 44% being born actually in the state of Texas specifically. And about 8% of the residents are not currently U.S. citizens, noting that the chart here will give you a little bit more of the makeup of the particular countries that are represented and from the people who live here in Allen. So let's jump into a little bit of the political makeup in Allen. Now, is Allen liberal or is it conservative? Well, when you're looking at the 2020 map of voters, a large part of the city is in the blue, as you can see. And there are sections that did lean a little bit more conservative, but for the most part, Allen is pretty split down the middle. While Allen is located in Collin County, it did lean a little bit more conservative, as President Trump did beat out Biden there by 51.4% to 47.1%. And the Senate race was also won by the Republican candidate in Collin County, who won by 53.5% to 43.9%. So there you have it, just a little bit more information if you care about the political makeup of Allen. Now let's look a little bit more into the crime statistics. So if you're looking at the crime statistics here in Allen, we do use a couple of different sources. Bestplaces.net gives Allen the following rating for violent and property crimes, which is a scale of 1 to 100, with 1 being the lowest crime rates and 100 being the highest crime rates. Allen received a score of 8.6 for violent crimes compared to the Dallas area, which has a score of 37, and the U.S. average being around 22.7. And the property crime rating for Allen is 20.4, with Dallas being 50.7 and the U.S. average being 35.4. Now, Neighborhood Scout gives Allen a rating of 48, which indicates that it is safer than 48% of all U.S. cities. So there you have it, a little bit on the crime statistics. Now let's turn to the employment in Allen. And as we can see, the median household income in the city of Allen is around $113,000. Some of the largest occupations include people in management, business and finance, computers and mathematics, healthcare, and education. And if you look at the top 20 employers in Allen, the number one employer is Profit Stars, which is a software company that employs around 3,000 people. And number two is PFS, which is also an e-commerce company, which is a Fortune 1000 company and employs around 1,000 individuals. So it just goes to show that there is healthy employment opportunities right within Allen. And we'll get into a little bit more of that as well when we discuss everything in Allen and what it does have to offer. So if you are relocating here to the Dallas area and you are interested in the particular school districts, a lot of people know Allen, Texas because of its schools. Allen High School is the largest high school here in the state of Texas, and it is actually the third largest public high school in the entire country. So it does have over 5,300 students enrolled in grades 9 through 12, and it does have a separate ninth grade campus as well as the main campus that services the 10th through 12th grade. A lot of the schools here in Dallas are starting to do that as we are continuing to grow, and Allen is definitely one of them that has really needed it just because of the size of the high school. Allen also has pretty much a college level size football stadium, as a lot of people seem to think when they move here and head out to a high school football game here in the Dallas area. And it also has a campus that kind of resembles the size and feel of a lot of other college campuses as well. Some things are definitely bigger here in Texas, and we're starting to see a lot more of the fancy football stadiums popping up around the Metroplex as well for some of the other school districts in the Dallas area. The Allen Independent School District also services a couple portions of some of the other cities in the area. The city of McKinney has a small section that goes to Allen ISD, as well as the city of Parker and a small portion of the city of Plano. So if you are looking for a home in the Allen ISD in particular, just we always recommend, don't necessarily weed out the little bit that might be in a particular city that's right next door. So just something to note that if you're more concerned about the school district, to just kind of keep that in mind when looking for a house. Now, getting into the ratings according to niche.com, Allen ISD gets an overall rating of an A plus, and it gets an A in all of the subcategories for the schools as well. The student to teacher ratio is 16 to 1, and nationally, the student to teacher ratio is 17 to 1. So even though it's a very large high school, the ratio is a little bit smaller than the national average. And within Allen ISD, there's also over 21,000 students, and it's known for being quite diverse. There is, like I said, just the one main high school, which is Allen High School, and there are 3 middle schools and 18 elementary schools within Allen ISD. So here we want to pop into the map and kind of show you around Allen and actually give you a feel of what Allen has. And as we talked about, the 75 freeway heads north and south up through the city of Allen, and it is bordered up here on the north-hand side with the Sam Rayburn Tollway. So 2 major freeways, easy access to be able to, if you need to commute, maybe over to the Plano, Frisco area, or down into maybe the Richardson or Dallas area. So the 75 freeway here in Allen is where you're really going to find the majority of everything you need. Actually, even just pulling up the map right here, you can see multiple hotels. There's convention center there. There's minor league hockey stadium over there. Lots of shopping like we talked about, and a lot of businesses here within Allen. Well, not everybody comes for work, and obviously if you're wanting to move there, that might not necessarily be super important to you. But then again, if you have family or friends coming to visit and you need that extra space, there's a lot of those options right here within Allen. And again, you can see a lot of the green space that Allen has as well. This Twin Creeks neighborhood over here is one of the more popular neighborhoods that we have dealt with quite a bit here in the city of Allen. People love it. It's a big master plan community. It has over 2,800 homes. It has 54 acres of parks and green space, pools, tennis courts, everything you need right within Twin Creeks. It also does have a more luxury gated community in there as well. So if that's something that you're looking for, one of those big master plan communities, and you don't have to have, it brand new, then that's another great area that you may want to check out because of it's just a lot more established. So you go in there and you have the big, beautiful trees and the walking trails, and it's just, everything's already there and ready for you in that community. So just one of them that we like. But the Celebration Park over here on the far east side of Allen is another great, big, huge park. If your kids are playing any sort of sport, if you have little kids and you want to take them to a splash pad, it's just big, bright colors. And it's another really fun one as well. A lot of the community events are going to be happening over here in Celebration Park as well. But there really is going to be a lot going on in Allen. If you want to take your kids ice skating, if you want to take your kids, or you have a business meeting and all of your coworkers want to go out for drinks after work, or just as, blow off steam, something to do to build that rapport with your coworkers, or just a girls' night out. I mean, I'd love to do that. There is a Top Golf over here as well. So Top Golf, really, I mean, anything you can think of right here along the 75 freeway. And when we zoom in a little bit, you can see where Allen High School is, not too far east of the 75 freeway. And they have Allen Station Park over here. This is another great area that they have in Allen. You can see in here, they do have an aquatic center. They have baseball and softball fields. They have a skate park, and they also have this lake over here. So if you want to get your wakeboarding on and spend that day on the lake, but you don't have to be pulled by a boat, this is another great area right over in here. So anything you could want, things to do right over here in the Allen Station Park. So lots of opportunities to just get out, entertain your kids, multiple places to go, and so many different restaurants. They have the Allen Premium Outlets a little bit further up north on the north end side of Allen. And then you also have Waters Creek, further down on the south end of Allen. So multiple shopping areas to go to right within Allen. I mean, so you could work, live, play, shop, and do everything you need just by living in Allen, which is, a really big bonus for a lot of people. Not everybody likes fighting traffic or going all the way downtown to the mall to go shopping or over into the Frisco area, let's say. So you have a lot of those options right within Allen. We love it. Another thing that they have recently announced is something called Monarch City, which is a 270-acre, basically a walkable mixed use site. And it is proposed for this corner up here where the 121 and the 75 freeway meet here in Allen. And it is going to be a place of events, businesses. So you're going to have your office buildings, your restaurants, your retail space, and it's another shopping area coming into Allen. So just going to show that Allen is still growing. Allen still has a lot going for it. And then again, maybe that's not what it is that you're looking for. Maybe it's a little too much, but it is going to be able to cater to a lot of these cities that might be a little bit further north of Allen, up here in the McKinney, Fairview, as you get further north into Anna and Melissa, and then of course the McKinney area as well. So Allen is continuing to grow, lots of things going for it, and just another thing that is slated to come here into the Allen area. Now, when we are talking about the city of Allen in particular, of course, when people are looking to relocate and purchase a home, we want to talk about the real estate. And the median sales price as of 2023 in the city of Allen is about $525,000. And it does range from around $283,000 to about $4.2 million. Like I mentioned, we do have a big wide range of what you can afford and what you can get just by living within the city of Allen. And the median rent price in Allen for a single family home is $2,473. And it does range from $1,760 to about $5,860. So those numbers are as of 2023, just kind of keeping in mind what your rentals might be if you're not quite ready to purchase a house. So when we do kind of pull up the MLS and show you some houses in the price ranges, for instance, we always kind of want to start out small and go up from there. So what can $300,000 get you in Allen? So when we're talking about something a little bit more budget friendly, under the $400,000 range, so in the $300,000 range, for the most part, you really are going to find those options on the east side of the 75 freeway. The east side of the 75 is going to be the older homes, and as Allen has grown, it does move its way west. So just kind of going in here and showing you a few of these options, right up around here near Allen High School, about $388,000. But just kind of giving you an idea of what you can afford for those prices. And, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, just under 1,800 square feet. Just kind of depends on if we show you one of these that is more active, $342,000. It's still over here in one of these older neighborhoods, but they have done some updates on the inside. If you really want your solar panels here in Texas, obviously more people are starting to get those. I don't know, we're kind of pro and con versus depending on who's interested. But just kind of gives you an idea of what you can get. If you are getting your first home and, you're a first time homeowner, maybe you don't have any kids yet, or maybe you don't want kids and you don't need a big house. You do have a great home that you can buy here in Allen for around $342,000. And as we move into around the $500,000 price range, as you can see, for the most part, the majority of them are also going to be over here on the east side of the 75, but as you get a little bit further over on the west side, upper $500,000 is what you're going to find in this section. And you'll see $540,000, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, around 1,800 square feet. So you start to get a little bit more home for your price point. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. I mean, we're at almost 2,900 square feet. So to kind of get in here and pull up one of these properties, you can see it's a little bit newer than the $300,000 in between price range over there. And you get a little bit more as your price point goes up. Thank heavens, as the green starts to pop up around here, everything starts to stand out a little bit more, which we absolutely love. But, this home has hardwood floors. Obviously, nobody cleaned their bedrooms. I mean, that's always fun to see in some of these listings. So now as we get into about the $500,000 price range, you can see that some of these prices are going to start moving towards the west side of the freeway. Yes, they're going to be a lot higher in that $500,000 price range, but here, pretty close to Allen High School, just barely off of the freeway, mid $500,000 range, 540,000, 550,000. So it just kind of gives you an idea of what you can get in Allen for this price range. As we kind of go through just, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,500 square feet for around 515, a little bit older, not probably in need of some of these updates compared to some of these other houses. Could use some new flooring, some new paint, looks a little dark, maybe some updated countertops, but it just kind of gives you that idea. People moving here, the new $500,000 seems to be the new $300,000 range, which a lot of people wishes that we had, back maybe 5-10 years ago when things were a little bit more affordable. But, a lot of people wanting to move here because of the location. And this is kind of just showing you what you can get for that price point. And this one is a little bit bigger. So if you're not afraid of a few updates, this could be a great option, but just kind of showing you what you can get here in Allen in about the mid $500,000 range. Now, as we move into the $800,000 range, for the most part, these are going to be newer homes, a little bit larger, and they're going to be, for the majority, more of them over on the west side of Allen. So as you can see, both of these, I mean, really close to both sets of freeways, and $850,000, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and over 3,300 square feet. So when we kind of pull these up, just to kind of give you an idea, these big shade trees, which are obviously noted here, landscaping's taken care of. It's nice, bright, open, nice floors. So you do get obviously much nicer features when your price point gets up a little bit higher. The wrought iron banister that they have, and also a little bit updated of a kitchen, fresh paint, everything's clean and bright. So you're definitely getting a lot more for your money if you can get up into the $800,000 price range. So just kind of showing you what you get. This home also does obviously have a pool. So if you have a healthier budget and you love this location, this could be a great option if you need a little bit more room for your family. Now, real quick, we will just kind of show you a couple examples of what you get over $1 million here in Allen. Now, the closer you get to the lake, the more room, the more land. Well, obviously, you're going to pay a good price for that, which is, just over $1 million. But you're going to see a lot of those prices over here in the newer areas on the west side of Allen as well. So 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 4,700 square feet. And, just kind of giving you an idea of what a lot of these homes look like. These newer homes that are being built here in Allen, a lot of these upgraded finishes, hand-scraped hardwood floors, bright, open paint and cabinets, and a lot more open floor plan, which everybody wants these days. It seems a lot of these older homes are a little bit are more segmented off, but people's families are growing. Maybe you're moving to Texas because you got a nice job promotion and you need more room for your growing family, or maybe your entire family wants to live with you. Well, this could be a great option of having a little bit more room to be able to spread out, and you have some more of those higher end finishes and some of those upgrades by, being able to have a little bit more of a price point here living in Allen. Now, as we kind of talk about, what you get and where everything is located in Allen, obviously the higher price points, like we talked about, are going to be on the west side of the 75. So just something to take note of if you need if you need a little bit more reasonable budget, you don't have quite so much that you can afford for one of these bigger homes quite yet, but you still love the school district. Some of these older homes, smaller homes, are going to be on the east side of Allen. So just something to take note of. Obviously, we do have some townhouses and some other options in Allen. Maybe you want some sort of lifestyle where you don't have to take care of the yard. Well, you're going to be able to find multiple multiple different options by living in Allen. So, of course, please reach out. Let us help answer those questions to kind of narrow down what it is that you're looking for. But of course, if you are looking for something a little bit newer, some of these newer townhomes, the prices are going to be a little bit higher as well. But we can help break down a lot of that information and share that with you if you reach out and let us know what it is that you're looking for. Now, is Allen going to be the right fit for you? There's obviously reasons why a lot of these cities tailor to one person or another and what may be the right fit for you and maybe your family. And let's think about Allen. Well, obviously, why do a lot of people want to move to Allen? Well, because when you move to Allen, it really does have everything you could possibly need, from multiple places to go shopping, whether it's the outlets or Waters Creek or any sort of strip mall that you need up and down the 75 freeway or all throughout the city. You pretty much have everything you need right there in the city of Allen. It's also surrounded by multiple freeways. So if you need to get anywhere around the Metroplex, it's another great reason for, especially if you need to commute, because you can hop on the freeway and you can get to a lot of places that you may need to go. Of course, that might not be the case if you need to be on the other side, maybe over towards closer to Fort Worth. But being able to hop on a freeway to commute is a reason why a lot of people may want to look to moving into the city of Allen. Also, there are multiple price points. If you need anything from just below 300,000 or well over $1 million, you can find those price points all throughout Allen. You need to look at where those opportunities are going to land you and the size of a home that you may be looking for, and if you care more about getting a newer home. But for the most part, no matter what your budget is, you can find one of those options in the city of Allen if that's what's super important to you. Now, thinking of why you may not want to move to Allen, it's pretty busy. It's heavily populated. The 75 freeway can get pretty bogged down if you're having to commute on a daily basis in that 9 to 5 traffic, but it's just something that you need to be prepared for. If you are moving from a state where you have a much longer commute, maybe that's not going to bother you as much because it is going to be busy. When you're going to drive up and down that freeway, you're going to see multiple hotels, multiple areas for work and things that people might need to be commuting for. Hence, there's going to be lots of traffic. If you don't want that much traffic and you are going to have to be commuting on a daily basis, whether or not moving into Allen is going to be the right fit. And also, if you're moving with your kids, not everyone is prepared for how big Allen High School is, even though they have a lot of great programs. And like I said, the national average compared to the student to teacher ratio that they have within Allen ISD is a little bit more favorable, but it does offer a lot of opportunities for your kids. But maybe your kids are super intimidated by being in such a large high school because they've come from somewhere where their school really wasn't as big. So it might not be for everyone, but just something to take note of realizing how large Allen ISD is, because we have talked to clients who have specifically wanted to be a part of Allen High School and some who said that it was just way too much and they needed to find somewhere that the schools weren't quite as large. So just some things to think about if you're considering moving into Allen and if that's going to be the right fit for you. So another reason, please reach out. Let us know how we can help you and how we can maybe kind of tailor your specifics and what it is that you're looking for in that next move here to the Dallas area. So hopefully with this video, we have broken down a lot of the information on what you can find living in Allen, Texas. So again, if you have any questions at all, reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email and let us see what we can do to help you make that smooth move here to the Dallas, Texas area. And until next time, take care.